up YouTube, this is Joel2TV, back with more for you to see, and today we got some Adidas sneaker news, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So as of recently, I feel like Adidas has lost its touch and creativity. Now maybe that's because I haven't been too much into sneakers as of recently, but I just personally believe that they've kind of fallen off. I've been seeing Nike do their thing and they've been putting out these different silhouettes and whatnot and updating old silhouettes. And don't get me wrong, Adidas has had their bangers here and there in 2019, but I want more. So back in 2016, I'm gonna throw it back to 2016 because it probably was the best year in sneakers because number one, I really got into sneakers, and number two, it's just they had better silhouettes back then. So for me personally, I feel like nowadays in 2019 that Adidas is just kind of revamping the colors. Now a sneaker in particular that I'm talking about is the Adidas Young one. Now that one is supposed to be a replica of the Yeezy 700s. Now something that Adidas has been doing recently, and actually since they've been with Yeezys, is they've probably put out these different prototypes of sneakers that resemble a Yeezy, which is a much cheaper alternative. For the people that can't spend the $200 on the sneaker, they make a $100 sneaker, which is half the price, and they push these out. For me personally, I don't feel like they hit it when they tried to do the Calabasas one. That one, they were already an affordable sneaker, and the sneaker that they put out was probably about like $60 or $70, which is about $40 off from the real stuff. So I wasn't too sure why they made a replica version of it instead of doing different colorways. Now on the other hand, they have the Yeezy 700, which is actually one of my favorite Yeezys that they've come out with recently because number one, it's a newer silhouette that's only been out for about a year or two, and I'm excited about the 700 because it's very different and they don't put out like 500 different colorways of that like they do the 350s. Now the sneaker that I'm talking about in particular is the Beams and Adidas collaboration. This is going to be the Young one in a triple black colorway. Now for me personally, I believe that they kind of resemble the 500s rather than the 700s because of this colorway. They literally got the suede down and they got all the different kind of materials on this sneaker. Now I don't know, it just really resembles the 700 to me, and I think that it's okay to a certain extent. I just think that when they have their own version of the sneaker in the same colorways of something like the 500, I think it's kind of off because it's like you're putting out this premium shoe and then you put out the premium shoe at a discounted price and a lower quality of it. But for me personally, I wish they would do different colorways instead of just copying directly from this one. Now if they would have did something like what they originally did with the red one and the orange kind of colorway that they had, that was pretty dope, and I am looking at them on StockX until they drop in price. But as of right now, I'm kind of holding off on that, saving a little money. But now the triple black colorway is actually going to be coming out in March of 2019, and it will be $120, which is a lot better than spending $300 on the Yeezy 700. So I would definitely say that it's a better alternative than the Yeezy 700s itself. Now the next sneaker news that I actually wanted to talk to you guys about is the Game of Thrones Adidas Ultra Boost collaboration. Now this in particular had me a bit excited back when Yeezy Mafia was talking about it last year in 2018. I really thought that they had a lot of nice colorways on this, and I actually think it's pretty cool that they're doing this collaboration with a TV show and a sneaker. Now if they put a show on that I actually like, because spoiler alert, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but everybody says I should. But in this case, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but everybody loves that show and it's a huge hit. Now they have a collaboration with Adidas, and I think it's pretty dope that Adidas is once again reaching out and doing these collaborations. Something that I love about Adidas is that they're doing these collaborations and just make, showing love to different companies instead of just sticking to themselves. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go down the list of different colors, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys on screen what are the different colors and what my thoughts are. Now this one right here is a light blue with a little bit of white. Is gonna be the Game of Thrones x Adidas White Walker. I'm just gonna name off the colorway instead. So this one is gonna be the White Walker. I think that one is a nice colorway. To me, it really reminds me of the Parlay colorway back, when they were doing the recycling, the water bottles or the plastic, the ocean plastics. That's what that colorway reminds me of. And something interesting that they did is that they put on like a little pull tab at the end of the sneaker which says winter is here, or hef. Herf? I don't know, I'll zoom into it. But yeah, it has that nice little touch, so it makes it a little bit different from every other Ultra Boost. The next colorway that I think is okay is the House Stark. Now again, these may be references to the TV show, but I don't really know. I'm just referencing the sneaker that I really know. Now the Ultra Boost is gonna have a nice little charcoal kind of color. I really wish that what they would have done on this is put that the 3 stripes just black, because I feel like that little gray around it is a little ugly because it's just a different gray from that wool gray that's actually on the actual sneaker. But it looks like they have suede going on where the Ultra Boost plate is, and then at the top of the toe box, and then at the bottom is this kind of charcoal gray looking boost. So that one is a definite, you know, eh. Now next up right here is, to me, I would say it's the Iron Man colorway, because it's like a red with the gold. That's pretty dope, and it has the white boost, but it's called House Lannister. And on the back of this one, it says, "Hear me roar." Don't know what character it's referring to, as I said before. All right, so next up is actually gonna be this kind of transition gradient kind of Ultra Boost, where it has this orangish red at the top of the toe, and then it just goes to all black at the back. Now this one is something that I might look into buying. So that one is pretty dope. I love that gradient look. It's just, I give that one a definite thumbs up, and I think that's my favorite one out of the collection so far. That one is called Targaryen Dragons. Targaryen Dragons. Now this one right here is like, you know, it's just real boring. This one is the House Targaryen. House Targaryen is the colorway of this one, and it is like a cream color with the silver stripes. This one is like a I don't really know the concept. Maybe the character is like cream and silver, I don't know, but this one is very boring to me. And on the pull tab on that one, it says fire and blood also. All right, last but not least, this is the gray with a few touches of like an icy whitish blue. See, I'm coming up with colors out here because, you know, your boy is colorblind and I have to be creative. As you can see, that color goes on the toe, and on the back heel pull tab, it says Night's Watch, which is also the name of this colorway. And of course, it is going to be white boost at the bottom. This one to me is, it's okay, but as I said before, it kind of looks like the Parlay collaboration that they had. So it's not all that original. So the release date for all of these is going to be spring 2019, and if I had to guess what the price is, it would be anywhere between $220 and maybe even $250, being that it's a collaboration. That's just me basing it off of the Bape collaboration that they had before, which was the $250 price tag. Now, me personally, I don't know if I can justify spending $250 on Ultra Boost like I said before. In this case, I don't know, that lava looking color is kind of fire. Anyways guys, thanks for watching the video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and please be sure to share. Jolo2TV, out.